Okay, so on AEW, they just revealed a new staple of Chris Jericho, Sammy Guevara. I call him LAX and Jake Hager. And I feel like a lot of people are giving this whole staple, criticism, saying it's pretty lame and it's like a new version of the NWO. That's how some people look at this whole staple. But this is a pretty good group of people. Some say it's randomly put together. Yeah, it kind of is. Every company needs like a staple, to make things interesting, to give them power. Although, so far on AEW, the past 2 weeks, the show's ended in a big brawl at the end of the show, kind of like in the old WCW days. And I'm actually okay with that. I've so far enjoyed the first AEW shows, so you guys know. But this group of people here, Chris Jericho, who's about to be 50 years old next month, LAX, who are a great tag team in Impact Wrestling, Sammy Guevara, I don't know too much about him, but he had a fantastic match with Cody Rhodes. He kicked out of everything when he had his match on the very first episode and the first match of AEW. And Jake Hager, who We the People is now dead, is what Chris Jericho said. And Jake Hager, a former world champion, when he cashed in Money in the Bank on Chris Jericho, if he was like back in 2010, I believe, the SmackDown after WrestleMania 26, and Jake Hager had won the Money in the Bank. Chris Jericho retained his title, and then on SmackDown, Jake Hager, he cashed in on a hurt Chris Jericho. Hope that history doesn't come back to them when they bring that up. But LAX were former Impact Wrestling Tag Champions who feuded with the Lucha Bros. If you guys watched Impact Wrestling at all, a lot of people don't really. Sammy Guevara, he's an upcoming rookie. Maybe like a Randy Orton, like a rookie Randy Orton type wrestler. Maybe Sammy Guevara will be big one day. Jake Hager, he's going to be like maybe the Brock Lesnar of that group or this company. I'd be okay with that. It's funny they talk about how he's undefeated in MMA. He only won 2 fights, I believe. Maybe one more fights. I only heard 2. And Chris Jericho, the very first undisputed champion, former world champion, WWE champion, hardcore, Intercontinental European, the list goes on. And Chris Jericho, at first, I wasn't sure about him as a world champion in AEW. I was actually rooting for Hangman Page to win. But, Chris Jericho as champion's okay, even though he's really old. But there's going to be a time where Jericho's going to be at the point where he can't really hire his blood pressure too much. He won't be able to wrestle too much anymore. So Jericho, I don't know how many years Chris Jericho has of wrestling still. He might end up like Ric Flair. I'd give Jericho probably like 6 more years of wrestling. Maybe less, But this staple here, I actually kind of like it. The Inner Circle, they're a pretty good staple. I hope to see more of them, and I hope they become really big, like the NWO or DX. That's all I want to say. Well, also, what is your opinion of the Inner Circle? Do you like the name, the Inner Circle? Do you think the group is cool? Do you disagree with it? Do you think I'm not exactly 100% right about it? Did you guys enjoy AEW? I'd like to hear your comments about that. And that's all I wanted to say. And thank you guys for watching, and please subscribe.